Hey guys, Frozen X is here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a bit of another commentary. I don't know why I say a bit of, but whatever. Pretty much, this one is going to be focusing on why I'm getting really sick of the Division really quick. And I don't think it's going to get better. That's the biggest fear I have. I love this game. I thought it was a great idea. I think Ubisoft did a pretty good job executing the loot systems. I think where they really just missed out, though, was the fact of there's not enough things to do when you get to level 30. The things that made World of Warcraft so successful is that when you got to level 80, that's when the real game began. Well, it's level 100 now, but when you got to level 100, that's when the real game began, and I don't have that same feeling with this. I mean, in World of Warcraft, you don't go rerun the same missions you did as a level 12 to go get better gear. I mean, and of course, obviously, I'm not going to compare this game to World of Warcraft the whole video. That's my reference point, MMO, because that and RuneScape I've played probably equally way too long. I don't have an hour time for you, because if I did, that would be horribly embarrassing. Like, really, I don't want people to know how many hours I've spent in either RuneScape or World of Warcraft. I would like a girlfriend someday. Thank you. Anyway, so we're like right now the game is pretty much log on, do your dailies, do your challenges, go in the dark zone if your friends are on, and that's it. That's all there is. And if any of you are willing to argue with me on that point, I invite you to, because if there's something else I can be doing in this game, I'd love to know, because I'm getting real bored of just logging on every day to get those stupid dailies, and it's just not great, you know. And the dailies never change. You never get any good rewards from them, really. It's just the Phoenix credits that I care about, and yeah. And the reason I said in the beginning that I don't see it changing is because they're adding incursions on April 12th. Sorry, I don't know why I froze so much there, but they're adding incursions April 12th, and my problem with that is they're only adding one incursion. I mean, there will be daily and weekly assignments, but there are no they never said there will be new daily missions. They never confirmed that for a fact. The assignments are things like, okay, get 25 headshots, or kill 100 Rikers. Things like that. Things that you can do while doing your dailies. But they never directly said that we're going to add in more missions, which scares me, because if you add in 4 new gear sets, one of which can only be obtained through the Dark Zone, I believe it's 4, could be 5, I forget now, I'm sorry guys. But if you're adding in all these gear sets that are really mostly going to be, you know, obtained through incursions, why couldn't you have released 2 incursions at once? I mean, I know that's asking a lot, but is it? Like, look at how many raids are released in a World of Warcraft pack or a Destiny pack. I mean, I get this isn't a full-on expansion, but at the same time, they did release their game, like, not done. That's kind of the best way to put it. There's an extreme lack of endgame content. Once you reach level 30, and then once you reach level 50 in the Dark Zone, there's nothing. There is absolutely nothing right now. And to me, that is not, you know, okay, well, to do that stuff, you have to buy the expansion. It's no, I already paid $60 for your full price game. I should only have to buy maybe 1 expansion a year. But Ubisoft has already taken the route of we're having 2 this year, which, oh god. I prefer games that do expansions the way World of Warcraft does, where it's 1 full price expansion a year, it's huge, and it will give you about a year's worth of content, rather than the Destiny where it's like $20 every 3 months for like 1 raid. But god, I don't know. Destiny never really stuck with me. Again, World of Warcraft and RuneScape are my go-to MMOs. They're probably my favorite game, some of my favorite games of all history, right in there with Call of Duty 4 and Battlefield 2. Sorry, I almost said 3 there. Jesus. I mean, Battlefield 3 was good, but let's all admit that we have really fond memories of playing Battlefield 2 as a kid, and if you never played Battlefield 2 as a kid with your friends, then you really missed out on a just epic childhood memory. Anyway, back into MMOs, not Battlefield. I always get so off topic in these commentaries. I'm just a very talkative person. Also, a lot depends on my mood. So, I don't know. I feel like even even though they're going to be adding tons of gear sets, well, not tons, 4 gear sets, a bunch of guns, and adding in the daily and weekly assignments, I don't see that being enough to keep me playing this game all the way until March when their next expansion comes out, which is the one where they're claiming they're going to redo the way we play in the Dark Zone, which I like to a sense, but what more could there be done? They already Massive already said that. By the way, Massive are the people who developed the game. Ubisoft published it. Massive announced that they're happy with the way the Dark Zone is because ever since the update where they changed the whole rogue problem, they have been getting players to spend double the time in the Dark Zone on average, which, you know, that's good. That means people like the Dark Zone. It's kind of not really my cup of tea, to be honest. I don't mind the the PvP or anything. It's just the killing the mobs and, you know, the lack of support, really. I don't know if you know what I mean, support, but I don't always have friends on this game. Most of my friends play in console, and I can just find people in the Dark Zone, but most of them are like really big dickheads now because of the whole rogue thing, as well as the fact that I don't know, the Dark Zone never really stuck with me because it just seems like doing what I'm doing right now, but with the chance of getting shot by a player, which, I don't know, if they wanted to they made this Dark Zone out to be like, this is where you have to go to get all the best loot in the game, but horseshit. Did you just see what I did? I'm a glass cannon build. I bought this Vector within like 10 minutes of reaching level 30 in this game, and I just killed a fucking boss on hard mode with less than 1 mag. So, bullshit, you get the best shit out of the Dark Zone. All my gear has really been crafted. I have not gotten hardly anything from the Dark Zone that was worth keeping. And I feel like that might be oh my god, I keep getting eeks. I was playing Minecraft earlier. I feel like that might be what they're saying they're going to redo Dark Zone. Might change the loot tables around, make it so high-ends actually drop. Make it so high-end division tech drops, but you actually have to extract it, which would... See, if they made it so I could kill someone for their high-end division tech, I'd be in the Dark Zone right now just killing everyone I see. Which, I know they probably don't want that, but I don't think every player would. And they need to do something about this high-end division tech. There needs to be more drops of it, but you should also drop it when you die. I feel like that would balance it out. I know I said earlier that, you know, maybe they should just lower the amount that you need in a crafting recipe to 1 to 2. People seem to think that was a bit ridiculous, and I'm open to people's opinion. I thought it seemed fair enough. You know, it's cost 3 now. Why not just lower it to 2 and leave the loot tables the same? People didn't like that idea, so obviously it didn't sit well with the community, and I don't want it added. Because if I like it, great. But if everyone else hates it, then it didn't help the community, and just helped me, and that's not the point. Regardless, I still really think that I still don't know what they mean by the redoing the Dark Zone in May. And I believe they are adding another Incursion with that update, and if they aren't, then I really will be done with this game until the first expansion comes out, because if all they're doing is changing the Dark Zone, then I don't care. I'll play it some, I'll probably have fun for a couple hours with my friends, and then I'll just, you know, go back into, you know, playing other games that interest me and hold my interest, rather than make me do the same thing over and over again for gear that never drops, and then a blueprint vendor that's never changing. And that's the other thing I need to talk about. If that blueprint vendor doesn't change, then I'm absolutely gonna get bored with this game. Like, the high-end drops are so rare that it's just, you hardly get any. You know, the funnest part for me was going to that blueprint vendor and getting my build, you know, put together. But look at my build. What more do I need? I got everything I needed from that high-end vendor until he either changes his stuff to things that I could swap out to make better, or and this, that, or the other thing. Then I'm done. Like, I'm probably not gonna find anything better than the gear I have. I mean, I can start collecting gear for other builds, but I've already said multiple times I prefer playing a glass cannon, and I find it fun. So, yeah, that's just my opinion. Just, I like being a glass cannon. I know a lot of people hate it. I got a lot of shit for it, and, you know, whatever. Fuck you. It's my character. I have fun with it. If I have fun, then you can go eat a bag of dicks. So, yeah. Once you're done munching on that bag of dicks, we'll get right back into it, and that's pretty much just... I don't know, I'm pretty much wrapping up here. I don't know what else to say too much other than that. The game just... They need to add more content. They really do. It's kind of sad that they released a game in this state, really. It works. It's not a broken game. Don't get me wrong. The programming is fantastic. They absolutely worked so hard on getting this game to work and run perfect that when they got it done, they released it. They didn't really focus too much on making enough content to keep a player invested. The fact of the matter is, this is an MMO, and people were done with it on the 3rd day of launch. The 3rd day of launch. Okay? On the 3rd day of launch for World of Warcraft expansion, no, I don't even think people have raids done yet. I mean, sure, there's probably those people who have the extreme vitamin D deficiency and really should go to a hospital, but those people are the outliers in every game. In the Division, it's not too obscene to say that, oh, okay, I can get to level 30 and get at least half a kit of high-end gear in probably 3 days. That's possible, and it's very doable, and people have done it. I'm sure people have even beaten 3 days, to be honest. 3 days is probably really underselling what some people are capable of. What is this telling me? Oh, I didn't turn the CCTV footage. Duh. I thought I was just running to go pick up the box and then, you know, get the whole Times Square turned on. But, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna release an MMO, like, no one should be done with it for, like, the first month. And those people who are done with it the first month are people that really need to get a job. And this game is just so incredibly lacking content, and I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying that, because, like, oh, the Dark Zone is a unique experience every time you go in, and no, it's not. It's not. It really isn't. It's kill mobs, go to an extraction, extract, and then somewhere in there I may get attacked by a player, or I may just decide, okay, I'm bored, I'm killing this guy. Also, that's the other thing. I've been meaning to make a video about this for a while. The Division PvP, for me at least, is... I've been in the Dark Zone for like 2 hours and not much is going on. I'm just gonna kill players now. It pretty much leaves the fate of other players in the hands of whether or not I'm fucking bored. They are not giving you a good reason to kill players. One, they only drop 3 of their items out of their whole backpack. I say drop the whole fucking backpack. Like, people need to understand that the Dark Zone is for PvP. Going in the Dark Zone, you're gonna get shot at, and you're gonna lose your shit. That's how it works. Alright? But yet, for some reason, when you die in the Dark Zone, you only lose 3 of your items. I find that incredibly stupid. I might be the only one in this, but you know what? Screw it. I find that just... I'll say it too. I find it retarded. I go in the Dark Zone. If I kill a player, I want everything that they drop. Like, you know, not their gear set or anything. This isn't like DayZ. I'm not asking for them to drop all their gear, all their high ends that they worked for. But I'm saying anything in their infected pack should drop on the ground. Rogue or not rogue, you know? The only difference between rogue and not rogue should be the XP dropped, and even then, I don't even see why that should be a thing. I don't even like personally, I don't even like the whole idea of going rogue. I think it should just be you kill a player and that's it. It doesn't mark you on a map or anything. It just gives players the opportunity to just kill each other whenever they want, like they kind of do in DayZ. But I don't want to compare this game to DayZ because that's a very, very hardcore survival game, and that's not at all like this. But at the same time, it kind of is. You want something to make PvP useful. Just anything, really, at this point. Because if they're not going to even drop the gear, all the gear they have in their infected pack, if they have a high end on them, I'm not guaranteed to get their high end. So it just makes me not want to kill players. And, you know, why is the point of the Dark Zone having PvP if there's no real incentive? The only incentive is, I'm bored, I haven't gotten anything too great for the last few hours. Let's just roll the dice and see if I can kill some noob trying to extract a high-end piece of gear. And that isn't how MMO PvP should work. I personally, and again, you know, Destiny alert, you know, if you hate me comparing games to Destiny, then you know what? Then you probably should have clicked the video away by now. This has probably been going on for almost half an hour now. But in Destiny, they have another PvP mode where I can just go into PvP and kill each other. That would be really cool. Something like that, where I can just go kill people. I don't have to worry about picking up gear or anything like that. And you know, third-person cover-based shooters and PvP are actually a lot of fun. I don't know if you ever played like online Splinter Cell or anything like that, but it's really fun. It's unique, you know. It's not something you can play for hours on end and have a great time for the whole time, but it'll just entertain you for a while. And the rewards for it, guess what? Why not make it high-end Division Tech? If you're on the winning team, you get one. There you go. Problem solved, Division Tech, issue gone. You know? But no, they released the game in such a unreleased state. There's no content here. I mean, they made the storyline, and then they decided that the end game was just going to be the storyline on hard. Who the hell decided that was a good idea? And do they still have a job? Like, this is typical Ubisoft shit. Now, it's like I'm kind of trashing the game right now. I want to say I really do like The Division. I've been playing a lot because I do like it. I've liked the mechanics. It has great gameplay to it. I think the aiming and shooting mechanics are perfect. The PvP mechanics are great. Like, not in the matter of like how you fight a player, not in the fact of like, oh, there's no incentive. But fighting another player just feels great. The guns, I mean, there's no uniqueness to any of the guns. Kind of sucks. But at the same time, what do you expect? You know, they didn't want to use alien weapons. Hopefully they do, you know, tone down this vector and all submachine guns, or just what the fuck? Like, really? She didn't even get to turn around and she was dead. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on why I think the Division endgame is dying, really. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you agreed with me, let me know in the comments. If you didn't, let me also know that in the comments. And if you think I missed anything that is, you know, breaking the game, let me know that as well. And, you know, if you like and subscribe, that means a ton. I'm nearing 100 subscribers, guys. Holy shit. I know that's probably not a big thing to you guys, but I might just throw a fucking party. And when I say throw a party, I mean go just get some weed and go smoke it. Yeah, I don't drink. I got arrested for that. Well, I got arrested for marijuana, but it was because of drinking, which, yeah, I'll make a story video about that sometime. You know, getting arrested, not fun. Anyway, I'm getting off topic again. See you guys later. I hope you're having a great day. Hope you're well, and peace out.